What's up YouTube? Capital G here. So I am announcing the Robbie Chan sponsored Mega Pack Competition 2. This is of course the follow-up to the Robbie Chan sponsored Mega Pack Competition, which was a roaring success. 256 participants entered. It was an awesome tournament. I had a lot of fun with it. Blue Eyes ended up winning. It was just, the finals was epic, and even though it was completely just a nightmare to run, it was very fun, and hopefully this event will be as fun as the last one. I don't know if we'll get like a turnout that big. I mean, I think that was the largest Yu-Gi-Oh competition ever, like tournament wise online. I don't know if we'll ever get, you know, a tournament that big, but I am not going to cap this tournament unless we get some ridiculous turnout number where I'm just like, okay, there's no way we can host a tournament of like 800 people. Like if 800 people like sign up, I'm like, okay, I don't think we can really incorporate like 800 people, but I'm at least hoping for, I don't know, maybe 150 or something like that. Right now, for those of you who want to enter, you want to know what you're up against, I think we only have like 90 people, so I mean, the field's really not that big, honestly. It's not really that big of a competition, and I'm here to just answer questions. Honestly, this video should have been out on Monday, but I'm lazy, so yeah, that's definitely my fault. But this video is to let people know what exactly is going on, because there are some people who may have missed maybe the last week of streams, or maybe they just don't watch my streams regularly and they just watch my YouTube videos and they have no idea that I'm hosting a tournament on Saturday. So the tournament is going to be on Saturday, this Saturday coming up, which will be September the 8th, or excuse me, September the 10th. September the 8th is today. It'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please be there when we start the stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know that, you know, we tried to move the time up a little bit to make it so that the tournament doesn't run as late. Also to help some of the European players out, because I do have a lot of people in different countries like, you know, South America and Africa and all types of places around the world who they're ahead when it comes to like the time zones and whatnot. So try to make it a little earlier instead of starting at 9, you know, bumping it up a little bit, a couple hours to make it a little easier. Everything is 100% legal for this tournament. Sometimes we try and do non-meta tournaments. Sometimes we ban out some cards, but it's the first tournament of the new format. So if you've been looking at the regional circuit, everything has been topping, from heroes to cyber angels to, you know, like a dart synchro. Like it seems like right now everything is kind of viable because the meta hasn't really formed yet. So this is like the perfect opportunity to play that rogue deck, to play that fun deck. OCG is legal. We are playing by the TCG list, but OCG is legal. So if you guys, you know, you want to play like your full Paleozoic deck, or you want to play another some OCG cards that just aren't out in the TCG, feel free to play those cards like the Silent Swordsman that are going to be coming out. I think those come out like next Friday. Cards so good, by the way. If you guys want to play some OCG cards, that's perfectly fine, but we're playing under the TCG list. So you can't play like Monster Reborn, you can't play like Shockmaster or anything like that. You can play cards that are not out in the TCG, but you can't play cards that are not legal in the TCG. What else do I want to talk about? So the prize support. I always try and have prize support for my tournaments because, I mean, just winning a tournament is cool, but winning a tournament that actually has prizes is so much better. So we have 30 packs of the Dark Illusion. That is over a full box, and we're going to disperse that between basically the top 8. So if you top 8 this tournament, you're not just going to win some, you know, crappy top caps dank tournament. Congrats to me, pat on the back. You guys are actually going to be walking away with some packs, especially if you get first or second. Actually, I have a little bit of an incentive for doing really well. First and second, considering that if you win this tournament, you're basically like the king of games. I mean, at least for that day. I'm going to be giving away 2 copies of Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. They were given to me by my good friend Beetle Player. I think he said it was okay if I gave away 1. I figure I might as well. I have 2 of them, so you know, I kind of want to keep one, but it's getting reprinted now, so I'm like, I guess I can get another one. But anyways, I will be giving away 1 ultimate rare and 1 secret rare. They're both from Dimension of Chaos. The winner of the tournament gets to choose which rarity they want, because hey, maybe they don't want the secret rare, maybe they want the ultimate rare, maybe vice versa. I mean, if you're the king of games, you gotta have a card that represents the king. So first and second, not only will be getting a bunch of booster packs, but you'll also be getting a copy of Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, and I think we're gonna put an incentive for running crazy decks. I do this with every one of my tournaments, and it's essentially, if you run this deck and you just so happen to win the tournament, I will give you a straight up box of the Dark Illusion in addition to whatever you may, well, in addition to first place, because I guess if you won, yeah, technically you have to have first place. The 2 decks that I am putting, I guess, the bounty on are going to be Spirals and Subterrors. If you can somehow win this tournament with one of those 2 decks, and it has to be like, everybody has to agree, like, you can't just run like 1 Spiral Super Agent in like PK Fire and be like, look, Cap, it's a Spiral deck. That doesn't work. Like, you have to run, I don't know, at least like 10, well, at least like 8 cards of the archetype, you know what I mean, for it to be considered like that archetype or something like that. But if you guys happen to win with one of those 2 archetypes, I will just go ahead and I will buy you a box of the Dark Illusion. So honestly, there's really no reason why, unless you're doing something on Saturday nights. I'm not sure why people wouldn't want to enter this. Oh, a couple of other things. This tournament is going to be on Yugioh Pro, guys. So if you don't have the ability, like if you don't have Yugioh Pro, you don't have it downloaded because you're like, oh man, they took down the link off the website. Don't worry, just go to the Discord that is in the link, or excuse me, that is in the description of this video. You can get Yugioh Pro. It's available on Android. It's available on Mac. It's available, I think it's on iOS as well, Windows, all that stuff. This is the program right here, Yugioh Pro. Now this is something new because I want to make my tournament more credible. We are doing 2 out of 3 duels, guys. 2 out of 3. I don't want you guys saying, oh, this is a little scrubby duel. I got luck sacked. This guy opened with the Max C, and you know, I was gonna game him, but I couldn't because he had the Max C. No more of that. We are doing 2 out of 3. Build a side deck, boys. If I was gonna play, this is what I would play, by the way. I'd play Utopia. This is a TCG version. Actually, I'd play my OCG version that has like Bahamut Shark and Tree Toad and whatnot. But yeah, we are doing 2 out of 3, so we will really get the best player, guys. There will be no excuses for why you didn't win or anything like that. Pick your best deck. Pick the deck that you know the most. Pick the deck you are the most comfortable with. Build a side deck. I don't know what the heck you want to side because there really isn't a meta right now other than, I guess, PK Fire, Cosmo, and like, you know, Blue Eyes. Maybe those are the top decks. Who knows? But yeah, we're doing 2 out of 3. Tournament starts on Saturday. It'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have the link in the description as to how to sign up. And also, one last thing, we have a Discord for the tournament. This makes it a lot easier for you guys to just be able to jump in the Discord and to be able to find your opponents instead of having to use, because the one thing that kind of made me not want to host a tournament on Yugioh Pro is Yugioh Pro doesn't have a built-in chat like Dev Pro does, but we're doing it on Yugioh Pro because we've been hosting every single tournament on Dev Pro, and you know, people who have maxed, they're like, man, Cap, this isn't fair. You host every single tournament on Dev Pro. You know, we Yugioh players are getting left in the dust. This isn't fair because obviously Dueling Network works for everybody. But yeah, I think this is the best way. We're gonna have a Discord, so you won't have to worry about, is that really my opponent? Is that somebody using their name? You know what I mean? No funny business, by the way, too. You know, don't you guys be using any like Heavy Storms or Harpy's Feather Duster. No cheating, no deck switching, none of that, you know, shenanigans, malarkey. If you're caught doing any of that, we're gonna have to give you that Adam Corn disqualification, man, and you will not get any prizes. So guys, I just want to host a dank tournament. Hopefully I see you guys there. Even if you're not entering the tournament, it's still going to be fun to just drop on by and, you know, maybe see 100 or 150 people dueling it out. 2 out of 3 online tournament. We got prize support, Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend for first and second. If you guys have any questions, leave that in the comment of this video, and also check back periodically because I'll just be jumping in on the comment section. I'll be answering any questions, and I'll be leaving the registration open probably until noon on Saturday. On Saturday about noon o'clock, I'll just go ahead and close it. Anybody who enters after that, you'll just be kind of, you know, you'll be SOL at that point. But hopefully I see you guys there, and hopefully you guys do good.